Hello, today's exercise will be on shoulder and the leg mobility, your hips, knees and ankles. And we want the spine to be stable, we basically need the core to work, right? So keep your spine in neutral. If you're not sure, please refer to my other videos. Let's lie down please. So on your backs, let's just start off with the knees bent, feet lightly relaxed on the floor. Take a moment there, feel the shape of the spine. Most would have a bit of space at the lower back. So you could try, I'm moving my hand away so you can see. You can just tip your pelvis up and down and find where is the position that feels very relaxed and you do not need any effort. So for me, it's here, and I can just put part of my fingers under. If I place the heel of the palm on the hip bone here with the thumb facing in, my palms will be level. Try it. Let's just start off with the arms by the side here, shoulders down. Okay, so if you rotate your arms with the palms up, you might notice a stretch in the front of the shoulders, the chest, the collarbones, back of the shoulders. You want it to drop open. Now keep that orientation, the shoulder, don't roll it forward, keep it open, but you rotate the arms inwards so the palms are facing in. Breathe in, bring the arms upwards towards the sky without the body moving, and then you bring it back down. So your arm moves, you will feel a slight movement in the shoulder blades, of the shoulder blades, but do not allow your lower back to move. Let's just bring the arms all the way overhead in line with your ears, your torso. Some may feel that it gets stuck along the way. Take it a little wider and bring it all the way down. Your thumbs should be leading the way, but the back doesn't come off. Breathe in, bring your arms back up here. Bring it overhead again. Can you notice the shoulder joint, the muscles around the shoulders? Your chest, your back. Remember, you want to keep the spine in neutral. Feel the arm moving in the shoulder joint, no rotation. So the palms are facing inwards all the time. You try a couple more just to feel the movement of the arms and the relative movement of the shoulder blades. One more time. Breathe in. You might notice a stretch in the side of the body. Now bring it upright, vertical, in line with the shoulder joint. This time with the palms facing in, you bring the arms outwards, so the palms will be facing up as they come down to the floor. Try to keep your elbows straight. And you bring it up, think of lifting something with the upper arms, not your palms. Inhale, stretch out like someone's pulling the inner elbow away from the shoulder. Breathe out, lift with the upper arms, not the palms or the forearms. Just do 4 more. Again, feel the movement of the shoulder blades as the arms move. Feel the stretch in the front, in the chest. Feel as if the collarbones are stretching outwards. A couple more here. Move smoothly and back up. Now we're going to keep the arms down. Stretch it out like someone's trying to pull the inner arm away from the shoulder joint. Keep the arm straight and just off the floor. Bring it upwards towards the head with the inner arm still facing up, the palm still facing up. Keep it as close to the floor as you can, and then you bring it back down in line with the shoulder joint again. Elbows always straight. Inhale. Exhale. Try to keep the arms straight and close to the floor. And when the arms move, tuck in your tummy a little. Do not allow your lower back to move. Breathe in, keeping your shoulders away from the ears. Breathe out. What do you feel in your shoulder joint? Do your arms feel a little heavier here, more than you think? Let's bring the arms all the way down to the side of the body. You can keep the palms up, you can just put it wherever comfortable, but please don't slouch. Now your legs. Let's keep that spine in neutral. You bring your knees up one at a time to tabletop. Keep the knees above the hips. If they come too close, you don't get much foot in the core. So let's just keep those knees there. Keep the arms beside your torso. Shoulders relax, neck relax. Just look straight up. Now move only your feet. Point the feet. And you flex. Point and flex. Do you feel what's happening in your feet and your legs and your tummy as the feet moves? Try to keep it at the end there for a little bit longer, so you don't flip the feet around. You do 3 more here without moving anything else. You're only moving at the ankles, keeping your neck relaxed all the time. Now let's point the feet and hold, keeping the knees directly above the hips. Do not move your thigh bones. You can rest your hands on your palms on your thighs so you know if they are moving. You straighten your knees. Feel the leg muscles. Especially try to notice the muscles just above the kneecaps at the sides. And then you bend. So we keep the feet pointed. You can bring your toes to your face to straighten your knees. The muscles at the thighs have got to work. Right? Bend. And remember, the lower back doesn't shift because all you're moving are your knees. Feel your leg muscles. And you feel the change when you move your knees. Feel the change in your tummy. Let's do 2 more here. Come back to tabletop. Now we move at the hip joint. It's a ball and socket joint, but we'll just move forward and up and then to the side. So the thighs do not move. You move one at a time. The hips will not move. Right thigh moves away from you, 90 degrees at the knees. And then you come back up. All the while without the hip moving. And then the left thigh moves. And up. Again, smoothly. Inhale down. Exhale up. It's okay if the foot cannot reach the floor. If your back comes off, if it comes up here, stop it there, tuck in your tummy, and then you come back. And we don't put the foot on the floor, we just touch, otherwise you end up kicking up and everything else moves as well. So smooth movement here, the thigh bone moving in the hip joint. Feel the muscles at the joint in your tummy. Four more each side. You could, of course, change this by straightening your knees, but again, not at the expense of your back. So maybe you want to try it this way, down. Again, it doesn't matter if it doesn't go close to the floor. What you want is the leg in moving in the joint, not the leg going closer to the floor. Important thing is stability when you're moving. We have one more here. Only one leg moving at a time. Alright, then we come back to tabletop. You're going to move it to the side, keeping your feet pointed. Move your thigh bone as if that leg is one single bone and it stays at 90 degrees. Right thigh to the right side. Maintain the same distance between both knees and ankles, and your hips do not move. Exhale, come up. Change sides. Out to the side. Exhale in. Again, notice the muscles at the hip joint. the whole leg moves up together as if it's a single piece of bone. Try not to rotate your knees out or bring the foot out first. They move together. Keeping your hips square. You will feel more this way in your core and your hip joint. Remember to move smoothly. Inhale. Exhale. In and out. Again, if you wanted to, you can straighten your knees. Out. In. Out. In. The important thing is your hips do not move. You're trying to work the muscles of the hip joint, not so much of the leg. What range we have mainly depends on two things. One is your bones. The other thing, obviously, the strength and how much control you have over your muscles. Last one. You bend the knees and place them down one at a time. Again, try not to move the hips as you go, and just give them a little shake. Now the next move is called a dead bug. Again, all you do is to lie down and move hands and legs. This time the brain has got to work. You're working opposite hands and legs. So let's just bring the knees up again to tabletop. Alright, and let's have the palms facing in, shoulders, chest open, your arms come up. So opposite sides, if you can't remember which is left and right, and as it goes along, you will find that that happens very often. So if you're doing it bent knees, stay with 90 degrees at the knees. Right hand goes overhead, left foot goes down towards the floor. Remember, nothing else moving, especially your back. And up. The other side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Your hand should be able to get down to the floor. Your foot need not. Remember, try to move only one limb, one hand and one leg at a time. So the other hand and the leg stays up there. If you want a little more work, you straighten your knees and you keep them straight. Remember, tuck in your tummy and get your core muscles so the torso isn't moving. It's just the hand and the leg. This move is called dead bug. Breathe in, shoulders, neck relax, breathe out, in, and out. We don't speed up at the expense of stability or control. We move smoothly so we can feel the muscles working. We can feel the joints working. Should be feeling those abdominals. It's not just your legs or your hands. Last one. Knees bend, feet down, hands down. Give the legs a little shake. How was that? Just sit up. Okay, sit back a little bit and relax your legs. Stretch it up, twist to your right, center and left. A couple more times here. Inhale, exhale, in and out. Thank you very much for watching. Do try to check in again. I'm
I'll be posting out more videos. Thank you.